Fall is here, hear the yell, back to school, ring the bell, brand new shoes, walking blues, climb the fence, books and pens. I can't tell that we are gonna be friends. I can't tell that we are gonna be friends. Hey, what's up YouTubers, Lee John Blackmore here at Super Easy Guitar. So this week I've picked a super easy song, 3 chords with 1 extra chord in the bridge. But the reason I've picked it is because it's a little bit finger picking. It's nice and easy. Before I get into it, don't forget to check out my links below. I've got an Instagram account, I've got a Spotify account. So without further ado, let's zoom in. So after watching a few bits of footage of Jack White playing this live and listening to the original, obviously, I realized that a lot of the time the picking he's doing is improvised. He has certain things he does constantly, but from each different piece of footage I watched, he plays it differently every time. So I'm just going to kind of point you in the right direction and you can play around with it and you won't have to worry about being too precise. So the chords you're going to need to know for this are G, which is just a standard G I'm doing, not the sweet G, a C, and a D. Now there is a change in the bridge, if I can just scroll and find it, and I think he goes to an A major. Okay, and that's the only kind of chords. Actually, there's a little C add 9 in there, but I'll explain that as we go. So just looking at the first verse, okay, it starts on a G. So I'm picking with my thumb, my first finger and my second finger, okay? Now the thumb is constantly plucking that bottom E string. So I'm going thumb on the 6th, first finger on the G, which is the 3rd string. With my second finger, I'm going to be playing the B. Okay, so it's thumb first on the G, thumb second on the B. So just play it super slow if you need to. It might take a while to get used to this. Fall is here, hear the yell, back to school, ring the bell. Then he changes to a C. Now, what we're doing, the root now, instead of playing the bottom E, the 6th string, we're going to play the 5th string. So it's 5, and now he kind of goes between the B and the G, as opposed to the G and the B earlier. So it'll go 5th string, 2nd string, 5th string, 3rd string. Brand new shoes, walking blues. So you kind of got that thing going, okay? So if I play it in time. So let's just go back to the G, right? We got change to C. Goes back to G again. Now it goes to the D. It's what we call a turnaround in blues. Now I'm going to hit the D string. Now I'm not sure if I did this at the beginning because when I sing and play I never concentrate in exactly what I'm doing down here. So I'm hitting now the D string, the top E with my second finger, back to the D, and the B string with my first finger. So that's the 4th string, 1st string, 4th string, 2nd string. And it just happens once, then it goes back to C, and then G. So as he goes on, into about halfway through the 3rd verse, I think on the D, clean up and now it's time to learn. So when he gets to that D, and I mean it doesn't actually matter when you start putting it in, but it slightly changes. So he goes D, C, except he plays it like this. He goes D, and he does what we call a C add 9, okay? So it's really easy to play C add 9 from D because you leave your third finger where it is, the same picking as the D, and then you just put your first finger over onto the D string in the 2nd fret, obviously, and then the third finger climbs over onto the 5th string, which is the A string. So that basically, it's like a C, but you've got a 9 on there. Okay, some people count it as a 2, it's not a 2, it's a 9. Okay. And when he goes to the G then, sometimes you hear it, he does like that sweet G. So now you've got this slight change in the 4th verse. Okay, as opposed to, you got this. Okay, numbers, letters, learn to spell, nouns and books and show and tell. Playtime, we will throw the ball back to class, hail the hall, through the hall rather. Teacher marks are hiding against the wall. Teacher marks are hiding against the wall. So it just slightly changes. Instead of playing the normal C and D, he goes D, C add 9, and then the sweet G, okay, with those extra fingers on. Now there's a little bridge in there. We sit side by side in every class. Teacher thinks that I sound funny, but she likes the way you sing. So that's just, you know, C as normal and G as normal. C again. Okay, and then you can go to A. And that's virtually the same picking as C. I'm doing A, G, A, B, or sometimes I hear him go A, B, A, G. Normal C, teacher thinks that I sound funny. Normal D, she likes the way you sing. Okay, failing that, if you struggle with the picking, you can just pick it like that. And all I'm doing with my thumb there, I'm doing a down with my thumb and then up with my first finger. So I'm kind of strumming the bottom 3 strings with my thumb and then the top 3 strings with my first finger. C, so every time I change a chord I make sure my thumb hits the root. So it hits the A string, excuse me, and the D string. D, C. So there you have it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this week's lesson. Don't forget to give me the thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, check out some of my other links, and I'll see you again the same time next week.